different newspapers had to be done in the way that they needed to have it. Now, many of the newspapers were not offset lithography, which is what we know now as photography. And you could make cold type, photographic type, and paste it down and paste it into place and then make a negative of that and make the plate from that. And that went along until probably the beginning of the Macintosh, 1984, where then all of that was being done on the computer. And at that time there were Linotype machines, and you could actually use the computer to make your type. In the interim there was typographers, or typositors, and VGC made a machine where you could actually make headlines with phototype on a strip of photo paper. And then you could also, it had a special red light in it, red thing, so that you could actually kern the type. That was a big one. Because prior to that, kerning type, cold type, you had to slice it and fit it together. And like I said, from Standard Brass Paint Company, they were actually using hot type, printing it on paper, clay coat paper, and then you would take that and paste it down. So it was kind of the interim of it. There were still people who were using, at that time, and that was 1972 or 3, there were still people who were using Linotype machines. And a Linotype machine actually casts the individual letters in lines of type in lead. Melts lead, squirts it in there. Don't see many of those anymore except in museums. But at that time there were still people doing that. And like I said, about in 1984, the Macintosh began to change that. One of the things that people don't understand about the Macintosh is the pitch of the screen is 72 dots per inch, 72 pixels per inch. That is also, there are 72 points in an inch in typography. And that's why that machine is used for typography, because it follows the rules of typography from Gutenberg, or somewhere after Gutenberg. Those same things. So you use points and picas and that sort of thing, and the Macintosh understands that. About that time, you were able to put everything together. Now, there was computerized typesetting. The CompuGraphic people, the VGC people, there was a lot of that. But generally, it was not putting the whole layout together, everything in place, and certainly not paginating the way we paginate now. Recently, what's happened is PDFs, and the PDF X1As and those kinds of files. So you're not actually sending the native file, the native InDesign file or the native Quark Express file any longer. You're making a PDF, a high-res PDF, which the printer is then using in the way that they used the old artwork with the things, and making a negative of it. They make a negative of your PDF document. And that has all of the color information, all of the type information, all of the spacing and layout and everything you need to make that page look exactly the way the designer wanted it to look.